What is good with y'all, man? So today I'm showing you guys how to beat man coverage in Madden 23. It's the meta in Madden 23, it's man coverage. Guys are pressing, guys are doing all kinds of crazy things out of man coverage. So I'm sure some of you guys, you've seen it a whole lot. You're probably wondering, hey, like, what are some good ways to beat this? I got you. First things first, we are in the spread playbook. If you play Ultimate Team, the playbook is going to be called Pass Balanced Offense. But in regs and practice, it's called spread. So there you go. The most of the things I'm going to be showing you, there are two tight end formations. It's two tight ends and then two receivers on the outside, one running back. So let's go ahead and get into it. First formation we're going to be looking at is called ace offset. It's in gun. You just go to gun, ace offset. And the first play we're going to be looking at is these spots. So let's go have the AI come out in. Let's have nickel normal. Let's have them come out in, I want something where they just straight up press at the line. All right, so I'm gonna have the AI come out in cover 2 man, because I do want them to like press, to be honest. All right, yes. So basically, this is the play, right? Really, and you probably, if you've watched some other videos, how to be cover 3, how to be cover 4, you're like, oh, you've already showed this play. You've showed it. Here's the thing. There's so many different ways I set this play up differently against cover 3. I set this play up differently against cover 4. I set this play up differently against cover 2. There's so many different setups for this play, so that's why I always go to this play. So really, if we're going against man coverage, there's the first way you go about it. You just put the receiver all the way to the right. You never want to leave him on this little route, by the way. Just put him on a streak and snap the ball. Honestly, that's just, you want to see what he's doing, snap the ball, hike it. Obviously, your first read is always this tight end on the out route. You want to just snap it, right? It's easy separation up. I ain't gonna lie, man. Why do we always go into practice with this 70 overall Jalen Hurts? I don't know why we do it to ourselves, but yes, the out route's always your first read there. If you're running the stock like this and it's working, keep running and keep running. And if you notice that eventually whoever he has manned up on his tight end, most of the time it's probably going to be like that safety up top right there or whoever it is. If you notice that he's starting to play the outside more, almost run the route for the tight end, put your tight end on a streak. And I'm going to tell you why, because if his leverage is all to the outside playing that out route, when you put him on a streak, just lead throw it to the inside, hold Y and ag catch it, and it's a completion every time. I don't know if I'll be able to do it here because he's not really doing it, because you see he kind of plays to the inside. Basically, you just got to see where he's shading to the man. Is he shading to the outside? Is he shading to the inside? And attack it from right there to know where to throw that. The next one I'm going to show you how to do this is put the receiver all the way to the right on a streak. And also against man coverage, a lot of times I like to put my running back on the out route. Now, you could leave him on this flat route if you notice that what's it called, like he actually doesn't have anyone manned up on the running back, because then he can just get out there quicker. But if you notice he does have someone manned up on the running back, put him on an out route then, so he can actually run a route. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna motion the receiver from the left side all the way to the right, just on a motion slant like this, so it'll just help him get a little bit of separation. You know what I mean? Pretty simple. Yeah, AJ Brown killed him. Oh my god, just pretty simple right there. The next one I'm going to show you is basically, instead of putting the receiver all the way to the right on a streak, we're going to put him on a smoke screen. You just hit basically when you're doing your adjustments. There's an ant on my TV. What the, get out of here. What you want to do, you just want to put them on a smoke screen. So you make your adjustments, you just hit RT at the bottom right where it says smoke screen. Hit that. So basically what that does is you're giving your tight end room to run a corner route. Because sometimes what happens is with man coverage, the streak and that'll kind of get all bumped up because of, you know, if it's press man, you know what I mean, right? So you can basically put him on a smoke screen, and then I usually always motion this receiver still over, put him on a motion slant. Now, when you do this, so you want to make sure you snap the ball while he's in motion. I'm letting him get set right now just so I can show you guys this. Because look, now you have the tight end all by itself. You snap the ball, you see, all right, as you're running around for the tight end, if he is, then that means the motion slant is going to be wide open because he's shading to the outside on that tight end, right? So the inside, right, with that motion slant is going to get butt naked. Now, usually this corner out for the tight end, I'll be honest with you, as long as you have time to kind of, if you maneuver around in the pocket, have a good pocket awareness, you can throw that corner out almost every single play against man coverage, unless he starts putting like a curl flat or a cloud flat over top to help with it. Like, as long as you know how to throw that corner out, you got to kind of like ag catch it. Something like, I always ag catch in this game. I'll be honest, never like, only rat catch if you have absolutely nobody around you. Always try to like ag catch in this game because you'll get great animations. That's kind of what I always do on here. But yeah, if you have good pocket, that thing will beat man coverage. And if you have a solid tight end, you gotta have at least a decent tight end. That's being man coverage every play. Now the running back, is kind of up to you what you want to do with him when you set it up like this, because I mean, you know, if he's on the flat route, he's gonna run into the smoke screen. If you put him on an out route, he runs to the smoke screen. It's kind of hard to say what to do with him. What I usually do is I'll put him on a check and release block. You basically just you throw right stick downwards, says check and release. He'll kind of block for a little bit maybe, and then he'll kind of roll out late. You could do something like that if you want to, and just kind of set it up like this. This is a really good setup for like I said, to beat man coverage. So slants are really good too. So I'm trying to think. I think that's kind of really all the ways I have to setting up Y sail. So let's head on over to the next play. The next formation we're going to be looking at is an A slot offset. It's to play all the way to the left post. You got the corner route, the angle route, and the post route for the receiver. That is what we are about to be looking at next. It's going to have the AI come back out and cover 2 man. All right, so like I said, most of these are 2 tight end sets. I'm a 2 tight end guy. That's what I do, right? So basically on this play, right, if this is man coverage, this post route, really nice to get to man coverage, but in most situations when these guys are running man, you're getting blitzed. So the ball's got to come out relatively quick. So the thing is, really, this post route and this corner route, they don't go very good together. They just really don't. So really, a lot of times what I do is I will block the not block the guy. I'll put the guy on the smoke screen on a the guy on the post route. I'll put him on a smoke screen like this, because now what it does is, you can see, it helps the corner out have lots of room to run. Now the tight end right here, usually what I'll do is, against man coverage, I'll either put him on the streak like I said earlier, and if he has the positioning where I can throw it to the inside, then I'll throw it to the inside, catch it. If not, then a lot of times I just kind of block him, and I really leave it like this. And really what you're looking at is, you're looking at, can I throw it to this receiver for the quick corner out? Because really sometimes you got to throw it on the cut. Like I said, if they're bringing pressure, got to throw it on the cut. Right there you see the corner kind of ran the route for him. So if that's what happens, then you should be able to throw the tight end the streak really quickly. So like I said, oh my god, I'll be honest, we gotta stop going to regs with Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry, I love Jalen Hurts, but this man is absurd. I'll be honest with you. Or sometimes you could put this tight end like on a little drag like this, right? He'll just destroy him. I'll be honest. Now right here though, what I'm noticing is, though, in a real game, right, I don't know why they're playing this. So they're in cover 2 man, right? You see the 2 deep halves. The safeties are in deep halves. They're actually helping play the tight end. Now watch the tight end on the right. That deep half is actually helping him play that. I'll be honest. These guys aren't getting any separation, just strictly because this is regs and these tight ends are shitty. But in a real game, though, really what I like to do is just kind of set it up like this. Smoke screen, you block the tight end. Because the angle route on a running back is a man coverage. We'll get wide open every time. It just comes down to, is the user going to play it? And if he doesn't play, then like I said, you got one of these corner routes you got to hit. The one on the tight end usually... it's like I said, it's pretty unguardable. It just depends. They got a cloud flat or a curl flat over there. The receiver right here, a lot of times, like I said, they're going to blitz a lot. So you do a lot of these corner routes, you have to throw in the cut. You got to trust your players to throw it on the cut. I'll be honest, you really do, because like I said, they're sending heat. You're not going to have time for the full route to develop. You can see the way how he's getting pressed. If you free form that, you can usually complete that every time. So if you I don't know if you're playing on classic or not, but a lot of times when they're playing really tight like that, as long as you free form that thing all the way to the sideline, you can complete it pretty much every time. You just gotta get right with your free forms. And this, see, I'm not sure why it's saying low throw. Not sure if they changed my settings real quick. Let me see something. I think they might have changed my passing settings. Let me see them real quick. Yes, okay, so my passing settings have been changed. Give me a second. All right, so it turns out this entire time my passing settings have been changed. This must have happened when I played squash, and you know what's crazy? That makes a whole lot of sense now. I just realized that. So let's try this play like one more time now, so we can actually freeform it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You get the point though. Like I said, in a real game, if you see them shading to the outside like that, you're gonna be able to throw this streak right here to the tight end, or you can put the tight end on the drag route. You got the running back on the angle route. And the other way I like to set this up, by the way, is go on a post route. If you want to just try to hit the post route, then what you could do is you could put this guy on the corner route, the slot receiver. Just put him on a little drag, so they all kind of, you get a little bit of spacing for that to run. So we're gonna try to throw it here. You see they're kind of shading to like they're, oh my gosh, Jalen Hurts. You could do something like that, or you could do the opposite, right? Instead of putting that receiver on a smoke screen like we said before, the guy on the post route, what you can do is you actually put him on a drag. That's actually where I've been setting it up a lot lately, because then it's like, all right, that both of those routes can't be played. It's either you got the corner route or you got the drag. As you can see, actually had both right there. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. So basically, that's kind of it. And the last way I like to set it up is you motion the post route all the way to the right. I'm going to block this tight end and just put him like on a little out route. He might get a little bit of separation. If not, it just kind of spaces everything out. So, yeah, that's kind of the good thing about it. So, that's kind of how I like to set up that play. So, yeah. Right, for this one, we're back in the ace offset formation. We're going to be looking at the play all the way to the right. P.A. Reed. We're going to run that play. Let's have the AI come out and cover 2 man again. Basically, this play, it's really not complicated, right? The receiver all the way to the right. Usually, I always have him on a streak just because. What I'll do is I'll put this tight end to the right on a quick out route, running back on the in route. Well, that's the first kind of way I like to set it up. What you're looking for is you got the quick out route. If that's not there, then if that's not there, usually so against man coverage, right? And this little like weird post route the receiver all the way to the left is on. Basically, if you see that he has the inside leverage and like the corners kind of on his back in a way, you could just throw this off the rip. Now we'll see if we can see this right now. No, he's not. You can see he's kind of, I guess it's their press, they're kind of playing underneath, so you could kind of lead through everything up top like that. You see how like these guys are all getting behind him. But I wish I had other remotes. Like, okay, you kind of see it right here. See how he has that inside leverage like that? Honestly, in a real game, he's gonna have like, this is regs, we're talking about ultimate team for the most part, that guy's going to have that, like that throw is going to be a lot more earlier. You're going to see it a lot earlier into the route than that. See, we see it again, and we can't actually, we kind of can for real, but I try to fit that in there. But you see what I'm saying? If you see that inside leverage off the rip, you can just throw that, right? But really, you're looking for the tight end really quick, which a lot of times you'll kind of have. I'll be honest, you'll kind of have it. Not gonna lie, Jalen Hurts throws this really bad pass. I mean, like, we have got to stop using Jalen Hurts and regs when we do these things. Jesus, like, he just throws it so bad. But you see, there we go. I had to freeform that ball for my life for him to make that throw. I'm used to having Michael Vick with set feet lead, I'll be honest, but that's the first way I like to set up. The other way I like to set up, you put the receiver all the way on the right to on a streak. You want to put this tight end right here on a drag, and then you want to put your running back on the out route. Something like this. Like, in man coverage, I look at it like this. It's really quick. You look to see, do I have the drag off the rip? If not, I'm probably going to have the running back. And then if you actually have surprisingly more time after all that, then you just look for the post route, or you look for the other tight end on the little crosser. That's just kind of what that is, I'll be honest. So you got to go on a drag. Boom. It's pretty simple. And then if they're sending a lot of pressure and you just want to kind of block this thing up, you could run this play like this. Block both your tight ends. Right, put your running back. You could put, honestly, what I like to do is, right, motion receiver that's not on the post route on a little drag, and you could put your running back on a swing to the left like this. Because look, in man coverage, what I've noticed is sometimes it takes those guys to get over there, right? So you do a little something like that. Seems like in regs they're kind of on top of that. We see we had the post route right there. This is just kind of gives you a little bit more time to block everything up. And just etc, etc. So that's kind of another way of running, but like, it's up to you really how you want to put the route combo out there for that one when you're blocking everything up. It's just, it really comes down to what do you see. Good throw, Jalen Hurts. Good job. But yeah, that's kind of that play. There's not really a whole lot to that play. It's pretty simple. All right, so the next formation we're going to be looking at is wing slot offset, and the play we're looking at is double pivot. It's the one all the way to the right. This is a play I don't like to run a whole lot. I like to bring it out when I really need it against man coverage. It's pretty simple. First thing you always want to do in this play is you always want to take the running back off that little wheel route. So I usually just kind of block for the most part in this play, and honestly, off the rip, you can just run a stock play if you really want to. Usually, what I always do is this tight end right here. I like to put him on a streak because it's just really good. Because a lot of times, you know, let's say they shade underneath, then a lot of times if you have a fast tight end, right? My guy running that, he's like an 87 speed tight end, so he's going deep in. You know, he could burn the defense, right? If you also, like I said, if that corner's playing or whoever's in coverage with him is playing that outside of him, you can lead though to the inside and aggressive catch it, right? But these little deep zig routes, these aren't your normal zig routes, especially one on the tight end. Basically, they just destroy man coverage, right? You'll see the one on the tight end is pretty much unguardable. Like and the ball just goes through his hands. All right, nice. But yeah, that thing is pretty much unguardable against, like, they just can't. Like, if you see that they're shading up top on the, I can't even lie to you. I just watched, man, Regs is different, huh? I just watched that corner play that. Like, let me tell you something. Tony Gonzalez and Keith Jackson will destroy that man and just try to guard him. Let me just tell you that, by the way. But just watch that man play that. What difficulty are we on? But yeah, you see what's called. These zig routes are really good against man coverage. I only bring it out when I really kind of need it because it's going to destroy the defense. I'll be honest with you. It's really good. There's really no crazy way to set it up, though. You either, if you want, you can either leave the tight end on this in route, or you put him on a streak. It's really up to you, to be honest. There's not really a whole lot, like I said, to setting this one up. God, he's killing him. Jalen Hurts throws a terrible pass, man. God, you're so bad, Jalen. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that play. The last play we're going to be looking at, it's in the same formation, wing slot offset, all the way to the right, PA double post. That is the play we're going to be looking at. It is our last one. Once again, there's not really a whole lot to this one either. I always like to streak the outside receiver, the one on the deep post route, kind of put him on a streak. And then the tight end all the way to the right, the one that's kind of on that little mini drag route, I like to always motion him over. It's up to you what you want to do. If you put him on a check and release, which I do sometimes, you might have to get the ball out quick because this is usually what happens. So that you see the guy in front of him that he's supposed to be blocking. I'm just going to show you what's going to happen. He'll touch it for a second and then he's going to come in free. See, so once he releases, yeah, that was actually a lot more time than I expected. But usually what will happen is sometimes he'll kind of just touch him and release him. He actually kind of blocked him right there, which I didn't really expect. But so just be careful if you put him on a check and release. It's really up to you what you want to do. If you want to put him on like a little swing route to kind of space things out, if you want to put him on a little in route, it's up to you. The running back, make sure you take him out of the play action thing. You never want to run a play action on this game. All it does is going to get you sacked faster. Do not ever have your running back on a little play action thing. The running back is up to you. If you want to put out, if you're putting the tight end on the in route though, then you're gonna put your running back on the route. If you put your tight end on the swing route, then you can put the running back on whatever in route or out route. It's up to you. So this is kind of how the play is set up though. You see how you got the inside guy kind of on his post route, and this tight end on this crosser is excellent against man coverage. He is going to kill it. As you can see, he destroyed it. He destroyed it. He got bumped, and then Jalen Hurts just said, I'm going to throw this ball to Uganda. What are we going to do about it? So that's kind of what happened right there. Let's try this again so we could, you know what I mean. He kills the man coverage. There we go. Good. Who the hell is this tight end? Calictictra? Yeah, I'll be honest. We got to start playing regs. We got to, not regs. We got to start going into practice like a teams with actual players. I don't even know what this is. So that's pretty much it for that play. There's really not a a lot to it. Really, your first read is going to be kind of really that tight end on that crosser, because if he's really going to fry it off the rip, it's really like you just got to make sure where the user is playing. But if you have time, like downfield here, I'll just kind of snap it normally so you can see the post route. The post route's really good too. He was open on the cut. Once again, Jalen Hurts to a terrible pass. But yeah, that's pretty much all the things I got for you guys against man coverage. If you're running this, style of offense too, run the ball a lot. I'll be honest. I do a lot of running the ball. I'm a run first guy, so that's kind of why I'm a 2 tight end guy. But if you got any questions about any of this stuff, comment down below. I also stream over on Twitch. The link to that's down in the description if you want to watch me over there. Run these same things against man coverage, then you can watch it over there. But that is pretty much gonna do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is out.